my trailer's like Jay.
Happy Friday. Happy Friday. This is Lunchtime Live with LaTanya. Lunchtime Live with LaTanya. Hey guys. Hey. It is Lunchtime Live with LaTanya. Like I told you last week, we're just going to keep rolling with that. Hey everybody. Hope everybody's having a good Friday. This is an extended weekend, so get ready for whatever that looks like. I said last week, I am #is_focused, because coming off 2023, this has definitely been some work. So first, I just want to check in with everybody. For those of you who've been following me, and I've been saying Miss Taylor, it's Miss Taylor if you're bossy. It is Miss Taylor if you're bossy, but this is your Lunchtime Live with LaTanya. And I wanted to jump on today to talk about something I saw on social media this week. My check-in Fridays is really just to check in. You know, how's everybody doing? How's your mental going? How you doing spiritually? Because to me, those things are the most important when it comes to your business. How are you spiritually? How are you mentally focused every day? Because that contributes to how your day is going to go. And so I'll share a quick example, everybody. Happy Friday. That this morning I got this call. And I had already gotten a call the day before about trucking. And so I get another call this morning. The truck is smoking. It was on this route to do a load, blah, blah, blah. And it was just like, oh, God. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, more incidents, more maintenance, more money. Something's going to cost some more money this morning. And I had to immediately stop myself and say, hold on, LaTanya. I get it. Things have been happening this week with the trucks. Get it. But I had to change my whole mindset of how I viewed it. And I have to check myself. So that's why this is Check-In Fridays. Hey guys, thanks for joining my Check-In Friday Lunchtime Live with LaTanya. I had to check myself. Sorry guys, listen to Eric Thomas. I had to check myself and say, okay, no. Go look at my mirrors where it says, stop any negative thoughts. And then my post for today ended up being about positivity. Because I need reinforcement some days too. I need a reminder sometimes too. And so I had to take that situation and then turn it around. The good thing is, yes, that happened. But it's a blessing that it didn't cost more. It was a blessing, the fact that it was something that was quick and it's easy and it's going to be fixable. It was good that there was not necessarily a load for today that was extremely important. So there was a positive in the situation. I had to turn my whole mindset around to prepare for that, because sometimes we can get in that negative and start feeling like the world is coming down on me. But that's not really the reality. The thing is about life is that we have to be prepared for distractions. We have to be prepared when things don't go right, and how do we come back from them. And so that was my morning. I just wanted to jump in this morning. We're going to keep it Positive Friday. Hopefully you're following me on my Instagram pages. I am LaTanya Taylor and I am Tanya Taylor. One's my business page, one is my personal page. And today I just wanted to check in with you guys because one of the messages I saw this week, it talked about the fact that, how should I say this? First, tag your friends, anyone that you know who may be skeptical about mentorship or coaching. Tag, share this post with them. Today we are talking about mentorship and coaching. I saw someone post this week about the fact that they're no longer going to pay for ebooks. They're no longer going to pay for coaching or mentoring. And when I saw the post, I didn't respond, one, because it wasn't an inviting post to respond. It didn't ask for my opinion. It didn't ask what I think. So there was no need for me to respond. Typically, if I respond to something, it's because somebody says, what do you think? What's your opinion? Or if it's a blogger, I'll definitely respond to the bloggers. Now, I definitely give them all of this. Or if it's just, an open forum. But typically, I keep my opinions off of people's pages because that's not what I'm there for. So right now, if you know someone who's skeptical about mentorship or coaching, you need to tag them right now. Share this post, share this live. Let me share first with you that mentoring and coaching is needed. I truly believe that we cannot go through life without having mentors or without having coaches. That just doesn't make any sense to me personally. So I encourage you that you need coaching, you need mentoring. And for me, it's important for you to understand why. I shared a post this week about why you need a mentor. I gave you specifics on why you need it, and I'm going to rehash pretty much that post or that messaging that's on my Instagram page. So I first believe that mentoring can be formal or informal. It could be people you're following and you're getting mentored that way, or it could be literally you have a relationship with the community, you have a relationship with the one-on-one person, and you're getting mentoring. So let me first tackle the whole ebook situation. I feel like ebooks are beneficial if you get the right ebooks that are good for you. But if you don't vet people, if you haven't been following people, if you haven't been invested in people, if you haven't built an online relationship with people, then you may not know what you're getting in your ebook. So that is a possibility that you could get a product that may not be up to par or be what they said it was going to be, but you have to hold yourself accountable to vet the people you're following so that the information you're getting is valid and make sure it's from a credible source. Ebooks are good if you are a person looking for, I just want to know steps 1 through 5, how to get this done. Ebooks are good if you're looking for actionable steps, if you're looking for a checklist, if you're looking for an inspirational or motivational book, something that you can wake up every day, print it, and it's in front of you, and it's already put together for you. E-books can really be valuable, but again, it depends on the source and where you're getting the information from. So let's be careful about saying blanket statements about things and we haven't really done our due diligence, or there are a lot of good information available on social media when it comes to ebooks. You just have to vet the people. That's that. Okay, so let me go ahead and knock ebooks off of the list and why I feel like that's important. That's right, you're getting some homework training today. So go do your homework, go do due diligence, and make sure that you're getting information from a credible place or source, right? Mentorship. For those of you who know, I was raised by a single father. He was a widow. And my dad raised me in a home where I was always around sports. So sports is my analogy for everything. I do not believe that MJ or LeBron would be as great as they were or are if they did not have a coach in their life. So I'm going to say it's the same thing when it comes to business. You need a coach. I do believe Tyler Perry would have still been successful, but I cannot say that Oprah didn't help elevate and expedite the process for him, right? Because he had people around him who was already doing it. So that's why I'm gung-ho on you need a mentor, you need a coach. For me, my first year in trucking, I made $750,000. I do not believe I would have made that if I didn't have someone mentoring me who had already done it. I probably would have made all type of mistakes. Probably would have been doing things that I wasn't supposed that first year. Because usually that first year you're learning. That's 1 to 3 years. But why do you want to make it harder for yourself when there's someone who's already done it? So what I'm going to say about the benefits of a mentor is it's great to find a mentor if you're looking for something in your niche, your niche. If it's industry specific and you know that this person is in that industry and they are doing well in it. And it's also good if it's something you've never done before. And a mentor is good when You need personal coaching. Some of you need personal coaching, professionalism, communication. Some of you guys need to learn how to be better business people, and you need a mentor or coach for some of those things if you've never gotten it. I tell this story all the time. I received my degree in corporate America, running call centers, being responsible for hundreds of people, managers, associates under me, require a skill set that most people can't obtain unless you've gotten it from being in action doing this, or some type of schooling and education. You might could get some of it. But I'll be honest with you, those skills are transferable. So those skills made it so easy for me going into business because I knew leadership. I knew Six Sigma. I knew I was Green Belt certified. I went to every leadership course you could go to. I had managers and leaders who were the top in the company. And so I was able to receive that. Well, some of you are running businesses without any of that experience. So you need a mentor to help you with that. You will put things on social media like, I hope they don't call me after 5 o'clock today because what are you talking about? You should want your customers to call you any time of the day. And if you're not available after 5, then you should have something on your social media, your website, your phone, your email that states you're out of business and what are the procedures to contact me after hours. But not to be mad and aggressive and post a massive post on social media that they got the nerve to call me after 5. I'm confused. Is anybody out there? Is anybody that's live have a mentor or coach? You hear me, you feel me, you're getting what I'm saying. If you can put it in the comments, I appreciate it, or send me a DM, because it can't just be me that believes you should have a mentor or a coach. You're not going to get everything you need off of YouTube, Google. You're just not. There are going to be some things that's going to require some hands-on, in-person interaction. Some of you may even need accountability. And what accountability means, you need to have one-on-one coaching. Or you may need to be in a community where you can be held accountable. I'm in a great community right now. And we meet. We have an online chat. We have a YouTube session every month. I love it. So the coaches even need coaches. You understand? The teachers are still students because you have to continue to learn and be able to give people more. And so I'm talking today about why you need a mentor or a coach. So when I saw the post this week, that's right, it's Check-In Friday, Lunchtime Live with LaTanya. You need a coach. You need a mentor. Stop trying to jump out there in the river and you can't swim. Or some of you can paddle. Well, that ain't enough. You know how long it's going to take you to paddle all the way? To get to where you need to go if you can't swim. And if you can't swim, you need somebody to put on a life jacket and take you with them and teach you the way. Why make your life more difficult than what it needs to be? So we're talking about why you need a mentor or coach. And this was really important to me, so I took some notes. So what else? One-on-one is important. A community is important. And finding a coach is important too. Let me say this. Vet people. Hey, what's going on, Swag? I'm trying to teach them today. I'm trying to take them to school today. We need to catch up. We need to get back on some podcasts. I'm looking forward to the girls jumping back in that this year. But back to mentoring coaching. Okay, vet your people. Vet them. Listen, when I was looking for a speaking coach, I knew I wanted to do TED Talk. So one, the requirement was they need to have done TED Talk and they need to be training people for TED Talk. You got to go do your research. If you want to get in transportation, if you want to get into real estate, if you want to get into the beauty business, if you want to get into selling clothes and opening a shop, a store, then you need to go follow people that's what they're doing. You can't go follow somebody who had a different start than what you had. You don't know people's start to finish. You have no idea what that took. I didn't grow up with money. So it's different for somebody like the Hiltons when your family's built on money, that yeah, you can just keep it moving. But when you come from nothing, and I'm not going to say nothing because my dad did an amazing job as a widow raising my brother and I, right? Never remarried, raised my brother and I, and he started his business with a beat up pickup truck with wood on the back. and has created a business that's still in our family, 20-something years now. So I'm not knocking, but we weren't rich. And there were days that things were hard. And so only the business was hard. So I saw that early on. So I'm saying to you that it's so important for you to make sure that you vet your people. You cannot go do, if somebody's a rapper and they already have a platform and they go start a podcast, guess why a reason their podcast is going to jump off immediately is because they already have a foundation. If you don't have a foundation and you go start a podcast and you're wondering why no one's listening, well, you don't have a starting point. It's the same thing. So you need a mentor or coach to guide you through that process. How do I be successful with my podcast? You have to go seek coaching. You have to seek mentorship if you want to progress. Now, there are just some people that say, LaTanya, I'm just not interested in that. I'm good over here. I'm not trying to make $1 million. I'm not trying to be a superstar. I'm not trying to be famous. I'm not trying to build my business up to scale. I'm not trying to have multiple locations. I'm not trying to, make $10,000 a day on Spotify. Okay, that's fine too. I get that. I'm with you on that. So maybe you don't. But maybe you have some trauma. Maybe you have some things built up from the past, some things you need to work through that you haven't been able to get through that's preventing you from being able to be successful in whatever you're doing. Then you may still need a mentor. You may need a therapist. Actually, listen, that's on that, honey. Whew, I missed my session on Tuesday. So let me tell you something. You need it. And the week that I've had, it's been okay. But the one thing that has kept me going is my mentor and my coaches. I have a community that I'm tapped into, and I can easily get on my phone and go into our chat and something there resonates positive, or I can share what's going on with me for the day and get other people's opinion. Listen to me. Everybody need an outlet. And I had a friend of mine telling me the other day, well, LaTanya, you have your kids, you have your brother, I don't have anybody. Join a community. Join a community. Start with that. There's just no excuses. We're not going to do that. We are making positive movements in our life. And in order to do that, we have to change our mindset. Me personally, the people I coach, my style isn't for everyone. I'm going to lead you first. You got to get your mind right. You have to retrain. You have to rethink your mind. You have to retrain your mind. You have to really tangle through that piece of it first. You have to get your mind in the right place in order to be able to run a successful business or even get to start a business. It's going to take some mind work. And so that's the first piece of working with me. I'm also going to be that person to tell you, why is that on your social media page? What does that have to do with business? You're a chef. You selling food, but you look like you selling booty. I'm going to be that person to tell you that, and you need to take that off. That's just not even cool. I'm not sure what you're doing. Is this a business page? Is this a personal page? That's going to be me. I'm going to tell you the truth. If I feel like your prices are too high and you don't bring enough value and you can't charge that. You just can't. You can charge what you want, but I am telling you that it's going to make it harder for you. Price your stuff accordingly. What are people willing to pay for? What are people saying about it? That's my message for today. I truly feel everyone needs a mentor or coach in some capacity, or you need a therapist, or you just need a good friend or a good community. We need that outlet. We're living in a time where things just aren't easy every day. And sometimes somebody has already done it. I don't want to learn everything the hard way. I am the person who will call a complete stranger, email them, I'm going to call them, I email them again, and then if they don't respond, that's fine. But I am not the person who's not going to go seek information and knowledge and ask for help, because everything isn't Googleable. Everything isn't a YouTube. I'm sorry to tell you, if it was, then we would have tons of billionaires, and we do not have tons of black billionaires. So guys, that's it. I wanted to check in with you on this Friday. I want to make sure we share spreading joy, we share spreading happiness, that we're sharing positivity, Turn that negative situation, that thought, into something positive before it comes off of your tongue. Make sure that you turn it around, because you do not want to be out here the person that's everything you got to complain. Everything, nothing works. I'll leave you with this. Maybe you didn't get that job. Maybe you didn't get picked for that organization, but you were selected. You got the opportunity to show your face. You were at least picked to give the opportunity, but you didn't get it, but that's okay. The positive in the situation is, maybe I didn't get the job, I didn't get picked for the organization, but I was selected to participate. I was one of the finalists. So you have to look at the positive in whatever the situation is. If you allow negativity to drain you, it is going to drain you. If you do not find a way to turn those negative things that you have going on or negative thoughts into positive, you're going to go down a negative path. I truly have to sit and recheck myself throughout the day. I don't just pray and meditate in the morning. I don't just, listen to affirmations and things before I go to bed. I am doing check-ins with myself throughout the day. And if you had gotten my 2024 strong checklist, you would see that it's important. You have to have midday check-ins. Put a reminder on your phone, but you have to check in with yourself. There are a lot of times I just have to get out of here and I just need to go walk around for a few minutes so I can check myself. Sometimes I have to pick up the phone and call my girl. Hey, I'm not feeling it today. I have my friends call me sometimes, be like, I know you don't take calls before 9 o'clock, T, but we need to jump on a call real quick. I do that. It's required. But I do have boundaries. My friends, my family, my kids know, hey, don't call me for 9 o'clock. No, it needs to be important. You have to set those boundaries for yourself. And I wouldn't have learned some of those things if I didn't have mentors and people to guide me to protect my time, protect my peace. That is key. You cannot just have access to me. Everybody does not deserve to have access to you. And definitely not access to you all the time. I learned a lot of that years of mentorship. My first mentor, this lady named Emma, baby, and I was in corporate America. I was getting checked every day. I was like, this is what mentoring feels like? Yeah, that email you sent, that was trash. Don't send that again. I heard your huddle you did with your team today. What was you talking about? I didn't hear anything about the goals. It's not just about hyping them up. They need to know where they are. They need to know where they're going. They need to know what they need to produce today. So if I haven't encouraged you, because I'm not in the business of selling anything, I'm going to share you my story. I'm going to tell you my experience. I'm going to show you my results. My first year, I made $750,000. So imagine, right? That's the first year in trucking, one business. You're wasting your time. So, with that said, I am getting ready to check out and get some things done for today. I want to thank everybody for joining me today for Lunchtime Live with LaTanya, and for some of you, Miss Tanya, Miss Taylor. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate you guys. We're in it together. We all are going into our season, hopefully, of winning in some way, some capacity. It may not be your turn. It may not be your time, but that's okay. You can root for somebody else, but you can continue to do the work, continue to do what you need to be doing so you can be prepared when it's your turn and when it's your time, because when opportunity comes, you want to be ready, and I want you to get a coach. And remember, what you feed yourself is what you're going to produce. What you fuel yourself every day with is what you're going to produce. So if you fuel yourself and you're watching negative things all day, you're going to probably have negative thoughts and negative opinions. If you mix up your day, I'm not saying don't watch your reality TV. I'm not telling you don't watch the blogs, because I do, but I love commenting and I love checking their asses in them chats. Like, don't nobody want to hear that. I just do it because it's an outlet for me. But yeah, you got to choose how much of that you want to absorb every day and how much positivity you want to absorb. And for me, I need 80% of strong positivity coming at me. That's what I'm listening to, what I'm reading, the people that I'm around, All of those things play a part. But you need a mentor. All right, guys, let me let you get back to lunch. I'm ready to get back to mine. And everybody have a great Friday. Friday.